Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Artist Spotlight by Adobe Stock. My name is Anna Neubauer and I'm a photographer based in London in the UK. In this episode I'll show you where I come from, how I got into photography in the first place, and why I think it's time to redefine representation and drive inclusivity within commercial photography. So let's get started. I grew up in a small town in Austria, and to be honest, growing up in Austria is a bit like growing up in a bubble, and I was really lucky to be in such a safe place. I have two older siblings, so I mostly had someone to hang out or play with, or someone to annoy. Whenever I didn't, I spent time outdoors or did some arts and crafts. I was so lucky being able to travel with my family and getting to see the world. It really taught me gratitude. Looking at old pictures, I realized I always enjoyed talking to people and listening to their stories. I loved performing, and in my teenage years I developed an interest in TV and broadcasting. And I managed to get involved in acting and hosting a TV show for kids and teens. Through this, I got to know the media industry pretty well. I really enjoyed this time, but I realized that I was more interested in the technical side and directing. Around the same time, I got my first DSLR and experimented a lot on myself, taking self-portraits and videos. I found it easier to be my own model and try whatever I wanted, to tell the story I felt like sharing. The process was really calming and de-stressing. It was my safe space, just myself, music, and my ideas. As my confidence grew, I started sharing my work online, and through the community I met artists from all over the world. We often met up to hang out in groups and learn from each other. Those friendships were, and still are, really special to me. Sharing my love for photography with so many amazing and talented people made me feel confident that this is the right career path. I always really enjoyed being creative and got excited when I started a new project, but at some point I found myself working with clients whose values didn't align with mine. I grew up in a diverse family, and things like skin color, cultural background, or sexual orientation were never anything that made me think more or less of someone. Sadly, this wasn't reflected in the work clients expected. I was angry at the industry and I was angry at myself. It made me wonder why someone thinks they have the right to define beauty, and why some people seem to be invisible. I knew the industry could be a powerful tool to make people see the beauty of humanity. But can my images be loud enough to make a change? So when I moved to London at the beginning of 2019, I decided to put my focus on what I can do to contribute to a more open, diverse, and inclusive society. I quickly realized what kind of power I have as a photographer, and I started to understand that telling stories of people that inspire me is what I love most. Whether it's a personal project or a commercial one, by working with diverse models I can educate, inspire, and bring people into a deeper vision of humanity. I mostly work with natural light in very simple conditions, and I've always been inspired by being in nature. London is such a fast-paced city, so whenever I get the chance I like to escape to the countryside. My favorite thing is to be by the ocean and hang out with the animals. It really grounds and resets me. I think today's customers crave transparency and honesty from the brands they support. So brands are starting to care about diversity, inclusion, and intersectional diversity. Society decided what normal looks like, or what people can and can't do. With my collections, I'm moving away from traditional stereotypes by creating images that promote acceptance, kindness, and honesty. I'm showing what being human actually looks like. With my collections, I can inspire others to join me, because sometimes all it takes is an inspiring story told through a powerful image. Thank you so much for watching. Please have a look at my Adobe Stock collection and check out the work of all the amazing Adobe Stock contributors. Check out more episodes of the Adobe Artist Spotlight series on the Adobe Creative Cloud YouTube channel.